G'day team and welcome to ZooTube, your home of bodyweight training. I've been on intermittent fasting for 5 weeks with my wife and my family. Let's check in. G'day guys, I've been getting inundated, literally inundated with emails and messages pouring in, asking about more information with this intermittent fasting. First and foremost, I'm not an expert, okay, in intermittent fasting, but I am living and breathing it. And this is the results I've received in 5 weeks. Boom! In 5 weeks, that's the results I've received. Now guys, I'll be talking to the queen of Zoo. We're actually doing intermittent fasting as a family and the results have been very, very good. Given advice to many athletes and people over years. And this just again spear tackles what I've been taught. I delved into it to help my wife. I delved into it, researched it heavily, which you guys should be doing as well, with a view to look through it with sustainability in mind. And please, you should be doing the same. Whenever you research something, is it sustainable? When it's too full on, it's not sustainable. So when I'm thinking about my wife, when I'm thinking about my kids, is this sustainable? So for most people, they want to still be able to have a pizza, have a beer with their friends and family. And do you know what? Nutrition isn't rocket science. A lot of people will disagree and probably leave some comments, but that's cool. It's not rocket science in the sense that whenever I help people, they say to me, hold up Nathan, are you going to tell me I need to drink less alcohol and eat more vegetables? Well, pretty much, but we can refine that obviously more, especially now with intermittent fasting. So people are aware. They're not dumb. They're aware of what they need to eat, but they just need some motivation, inspiration, and help understanding that. And the amount of messages I've been getting, and I've been doing my best. If you've got a reply from me, please. It's taken me a long time to get a reply to all the messages. Please keep them coming in. Keep those emails and messages coming in because you guys want me to shoot more videos on when are you training, Nath? Are you training before or after? I had too many carbs when I was intermittent fasting and I fell off the wagon. What sort of foods are you eating? What sort of combinations are you eating? There's all these different questions. What sort of drinks are you having? There's all these different questions that I need to go into more detail. Again, I'm not an expert, but I'm happy to share what is working for me, especially to all the people who have personally contacted me. So here she is, my queen.
Hi.
And we've been doing this for
5 weeks.
5 weeks. Why don't you fill us in how you've been feeling?
Well, like before, because it was what, 3 weeks ago we talked about this? Yeah, so about 3 weeks ago. And still, I've got good energy levels, still really high compared to me having a little nana naps all the time. But, so that's good. I'm eating still really well. I'm enjoying the food. I've got the energy for training now, so I actually got that sort of routine. I get up and do the training with my 2 daughters. So
that's what I've said before, our 2 teenage daughters have joined us as well, which is fantastic.
Yep, that's great. So they can, do it. It's not hard, like a hard slog. I wouldn't do a hard slog. I wouldn't be able to sustain that.
So remember that. It's got to be sustainable, right?
Yeah, I have to sustain this. And I've been 20 years overweight. And I know it's not going to happen in like a month. There's no magic pill. And so this has been a huge change. I've noticed change, which is great.
So just with that 20 years, do you mind saying what size you got to at your biggest?
Well, when we were in England, I was going on to a 16 to 18. So I was starting to look at jeans and stuff in the 18s just to make sure that they were comfortable.
Yeah.
And so that's my absolute biggest, and I hated myself and I hated everything about it. And
now when we were talking the other day, and you're grabbing your hips and that? Because this is self-awareness, right? You know your body.
Yeah, because I don't do any scales. I don't have any scales. And I don't really wear clothes that are... Like I've got a couple of pairs of jeans, but you don't wear jeans here in Florida. So I notice things like my bra. Like the bra's not digging into me. I put my bra has gone in like sizes, so that's a huge thing. I noticed that. I notice around my face. That's great. But if I do this and grab my hips, it's like, oh, I'm starting to notice it. My belly's going to take a long time. There's a lot of, that's where I carry most of my weight, and I've got, much smaller legs, but now I can actually notice the weight moving off my legs quickly, but I never really had big legs anyway. Because
we've got to shoot a lot more videos because there's been so many comments coming in, and around the waist is most definitely insulin resistance for my wife. So Energy's good, mood's good,
Mood's good.
training's been consistent, enjoying your food.
Yes. And I eat heaps, so there's plenty to eat. So just because I do get hungry before it's time to eat, I'm sort of starting to think, what's time? But I just have a bit more water and go through, but it's actually not that hard. So if you're busy in the mornings, you can get through till 1, 2 o'clock when you have to eat.
And
easy.
20 years. 20 years, and we've set some pretty realistic goals, I think.
Yep. So I'd like to be a size 14. I don't know what that is in American, have no idea. So size 14 by the time we go to Australia in February.
So in other words, to give you guys an idea, probably 3 months, 3-4 months, we've allowed to drop 1 to 2 dress sizes.
Yeah.
That's quite a reasonable goal. So if you're looking for this real short-term stuff, that's not sustainable.
Well, it's not going to happen.
Yeah. So, and then maybe another 1 or 2 sizes by October.
Yeah, so a good year of training and being consistent and letting my body switch in and know that it doesn't have to pump out all that insulin all the time.
Remember what we said, treat the body, not the weight. Treat the body, and that's what we're doing. And all indications so far. So are you happy with a wrap-up? Are you happy with
Yes, I'm happy with
fasting?
that. I'm happy with that, and it's really good. It's really changed me a lot. I think it's very sustainable, and I'm really looking forward to the next year.
Yeah. And our daughters, we've seen great results.
Oh my goodness, yes. Oh, to be 16 again. But yeah, stop. They've noticed it, and it's not ridiculously difficult for them. They've been able to stick to the eating. And there's times when they're like, I need some chocolate. I'm premenstrual, Mum, I need chocolate. And that's fine. They have a bit of chocolate, and it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal.
It's got to be sustainable.
Yeah.
Again. So guys, for us, I've said it before, I'll say it again, we're not experts, but this is just our journey. This is our story as, you know,
what we're doing.
Mum and Dad with our family. This is what we're doing, and we're sharing with you guys. And keep those questions coming in, especially for the guys who are saying to me, Nathan, how do you lean up so much? And all the ladies who are asking the questions for less.
Yeah. Especially if you want to ask me something like, what do you eat? Or how do you cope with all the kids and that eating and stuff like that? Just ask. Just
when you're training, what are you doing for training?
What am I doing for training?
100%.
It's certainly not super stressful, that's for sure.
And
not
again,
this training.
But again, it's what needs to underpin everything is sustainability. This is a lifelong thing for us. And the results we've seen in the last 5 weeks compared to the last 20 years, what we've tried, hey babe?
Oh my goodness, I've tried so many things.
So many things consistently and stuck to it, and this just blows everything apart. So this is a life change. And
I was a pretty clean eater before. I didn't eat I didn't bread, I rarely ate rice. Dairy was a no-no.
That's what I mean, it was so frustrating.
It was so, yeah, I was pretty much a really clean eater, and I lived on fish, salad, vegetables. I already lived on that.
Yeah. And now, boom, we're seeing these wonderful results, and I give props to my wife for being able to share this stuff with you guys, because it takes a brave woman, right, to come out here and share this stuff. So please...
You're not seeing my befores and afters for a long time.
If you can relate to this, if you can relate to just doing everything and it not working, or going on it and not being sustainable, or not understanding training, or the combinations, what are you eating and how are you doing all that stuff, please subscribe, like, leave a comment below. We'd love to get back to you. It takes us some time to get back to you because we're always on the move, but we'll do our best to do that. And please share this video with your friends who you think that this will help them. Keep the notifications turned on because we'll be shooting these videos. I think we're just going to be doing these videos to keep you guys up to date, yeah?
Yeah, just to keep you going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And stay the path. Here at ZooTube, your home
of bodyweight training.
Get a touch. Boom.
Boom.